What AI? What's your top 3 AI sites that you're using for investing?
AI sites or GBTs? So my research starts, obviously I do my own reading, and those have been part of this EYL journey. I know I got like 15 publications that I usually read. I don't read them all as much anymore. So I start with my own human intelligence first. And then I'll find a topic. This is that curiosity that I'm talking about in terms of investing. And it usually goes to Gemini first, just because of the idea of them being the internet and their GPT having the most accurate answers. And then I have Claude for specific questions, and then I have ChatGPT for other questions. And so I combine all that research, and then I combine the human intelligence, and then I go teach from that.
On your computer?
Yeah. So, ChatGPT on the phone, Claude on the computer, Gemini on the computer. But if I got to use my phone, then I'm using my phone. If we're on the run, sometimes we drive around a lot. We're going to meetings, we're going to interviews. I'm doing the research. You see me in the car, like I got my headphones on. I'm not even listening to music. I'm just reading.
Constantly.
I'm trying to figure out the next thing. How can I learn the next thing? Because my thing is like, if I can learn it, then I can teach it. And so I'm always trying to learn because I'm always trying to teach. And so that constant like cycle of what's next, what's new, where are we looking? All right, bet I got to learn that because I got to teach that. I know Monday people are going to be relying on it. I know in EYLU they're going to be relying on it. So I better know what I'm doing here. And so that research happens every single day, all day. I know you said 3 hours, but I'm like
all day. We're gonna be real. Like if you don't want to be broke, invest your life's time into mastering this.
It's
a
crazy.
lot of people are trying to master business. Master investing in the business that have mastered business.
You would think that I'm trading like daily, and I'm not. Like I'm just really just watching the market, seeing the trends.
They said what's the difference between ChatGPT and Claude?
So Claude, it gives more of a scaled out answer for me. The other day I was talking about, why GEV being a part of a Saudi infrastructure development will benefit it in 2026. And it's going to give me a bunch of different reasonings. With ChatGPT, it gives you general answers, but then it shows you where to get the research from. Once I start getting those like down to the nitty gritty specifics, and it starts talking to me about different companies and giving me specific answers, then I'm like, all right, where can I take that? Then the last place, I didn't even say this part, but the perplexity part is like, all right, let's throw this in there. Let's see what they come back with now, right? Because now I done searched. Now I think I got the whole internet, to be honest with you, right? Like if I got Gemini, I got ChatGPT, I got Perplexity, I got Anthropic, I pretty much have scoured the entire web, and it does it for me in a more efficient way. And rather than reading the 15 that I read, I probably read about 5 or 6 every morning, 5 or 6, maybe 7. And that's the Business Insiders, the CNBCs, the Bloombergs, the Wired, Wall Street Journal, Seeking Alpha, Market Watch. So I'm doing those, and then I'll go to I call them my teammates now, because I think we make an all-star team, and the proof is in the pudding after we see the returns that we did this year.
I know you addressed the software side. You cooked on that. To add to, you got to invest more into the hardware too. Like for the audience, especially if you're trading. And I talked about this before, but like one of the biggest breakthroughs that I will talk about that I've had is with the advancement of chips. So I got my desktop built in 22. I made significant upgrades to it this year. You may want to improve that chip stack that you have for your trading. So even if you can shave off a millisecond or a half second of speed to see, especially if you have bigger contracts, to see when the market is turning over to the downside, it may be the difference between you clearing $70,000 or $80,000 in a day and losing $80,000 or $70,000 in a day. So in combination, and once again, it's not my thought, it's what every tech company on earth is doing. Build your own personal data center. Take $5,000 or $10,000 into a custom computer for investing in trading. You're going to see exponential returns there, in addition to the tips he gave on a software and AI side.
Somebody said, "What's up with Uber?" I'm still in Uber, y'all. Uber, I got the call out to 27 or 28. So I asked you about the pill form of the GLP, and the FDA just approved Wegovy for the first weight loss pill. So Noble got it first. We should
Who got it first for the record?
Make America great.
As we move into 2026, are you still comfortable concentrating heavily in mega cap and tech, or are you actively rotating to other areas?
Rotation is an act of suicide. Great question from Kristen. I appreciate you. No, you have to hyper invest into the mega cap or tech. Like even the arguments we're having, NVIDIA, AMD, Micron, Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is tech. It's just a subsector of tech. The answer has been given to you. We don't give a fuck about most commodities. We don't care about the German DAX. The Euro 50 is underwater. Tech is the way to invest. So even if we go into a route 26, 27, it would be an immense buying opportunity and the government has put a lot of money into the investment of the data centers and AI. And I told you guys this 4 years ago. Invest in tech. America runs on tech. It's the only advantage we have outside of our military presence. And if we lose that to China, it's over with. But even all the American companies have found a way to invest in China or India to make sure that if America falls, they still have a pillar of success in other continents. Hyper concentration.
Stay there. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. The answer is no. Yep. Stay with the tech. Stay in that the mags. Like I said, the Mag 7 are going to lead the way. And interestingly enough, I mean, they all have kind of been in this consolidation phase to a certain extent, right? Obviously, Broadcom had that crazy one. They're not even part of the 7, but Broadcom's had a run. NVIDIA is kind of like settled in this 175 to 185 range. Microsoft, same thing. Apple had a nice run up. Amazon is back to, Amazon things. It's why I don't do options trades on them, but I own the stock. And so, the Meta pulled back. We saw it. It's trying to get over 670 now. There's opportunities, man. And the spending's not going to stop. The innovation's not going to stop. And they all understand what's at stake. I'm still there in all the hyperscalers.
Yeah. Hope for the long term. For the long term. I gave you the answers the first time. Yeah. Y'all just, because it was me saying it, some of y'all don't want to hear it. I gave you the answer the first time.
And big year for Tesla, too. I think a big year for Tesla. It's a pivotal year for Tesla.
Another tech company.
Yeah. Well, they put them in the 7, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. SpaceX, another tech company.
Yeah, there's an ETF. There's a Mag 7 ETF, if anybody's interested in that. It's a MAGS Mags.
Nike and free fall. Stay away.
Somebody asked the question. They said, how would you propose an asset allocation from a percentage perspective between public markets, private markets, crypto? And when should you branch off from a public, if public is number one? I'm not sure what that means, but assuming that you have the ability to invest in private markets, what kind of percentage would you allocate towards a private market, public market, and crypto? And actually, I was sourcing this the other day. Somebody said like 60, 40, 20, something like that. That's what they said.
What was it?
60, 20, 20. They said they put 20% of their money into private companies. They put 60% of their money into like mainstream stock market. And then they put 20% of their money into
You said 60 for what?
Dan
Fleischman.
Fleischman. He said he put 60% of his money into stocks, like regular stocks, Apple, S&P, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He puts, I think 20%. Don't quote me, but
it was like moderate risk, high risk.
20% into like venture capital, high risk venture capital type, And then I think it was like another 20% into like maybe assortment of other more aggressive portfolio, like crypto, stuff like that.
Yeah. It was interesting because his theory was he's such a person that has a high risk tolerance that if he didn't have it that way, the allocation, it would just be all high risk. So he tries to discipline himself, again, discipline, key word, by having that strategy, which I was like, that makes a lot of sense. You know yourself.
Yeah.
You know the type of investor you are.
It's a great allocation. We'll be splitting hairs. I would just say 50, 25, 25, 50% stocks, 25% private companies that are A players and B players. And then 25% cryptocurrency, because the stocks should draw down the least, meaning you should lose the least amount of money. Some private investments can go to zero. Shout out to the founders who capital went to zero. And then cryptocurrencies can have immense drawdowns too, but I think 50, 25, 25. But Dan's brilliant. So
Brilliant.
I like the allocation.